Throughout this training, or at any time you need support, there are many ways to contact us. You can follow us on all major social media platforms or email us directly via our website, or you can click the Cancel Connect icon shown at the bottom of this slide on our website to book a consultation with one of our experts. Once a project has been selected, the next step is to initiate the projects. The projects don't all launch at once, so the project sponsors will coordinate the project kickoffs and develop the plan for ongoing tracking and supporting of the projects.
We cannot overemphasize the importance of the project kickoff to set the tone and establish rigor and organization going forward. If the project kickoff is sloppy, missing all kinds of information, if it causes confusion and anxiety or doubt, the project is going to be an ongoing struggle and a mission. However, if the team selection and kickoff is done in an organized and efficient manner, the tone will be set for success.
Before we move ahead to team selection in the project kickoff section, it's a good idea to clarify a few significant project roles. Specifically, the project sponsor, the project leader, the team member, and the process owner. In some cases, this could all be the same person, but typically, these are 4 different roles and 4 different people, and it's important to understand the differences between them.
The project sponsor is usually a leader in the organization and has decision-making authority. They are formally the owner of the project. They participate in the selection of projects and is the main advocate of the project, providing guidance and removing roadblocks for the team.
The project leader is typically a green belt who will lead the team to successful completion. The project leader organizes the regular team meetings and helps to establish roles within the team. The leader has the ability to apply continuous improvement tools and concepts and leads the hands-on work of the team. It's the responsibility of the project leader to hand off the new and improved process to the process owner.
The team member is someone with relevant experience, knowledge, or skills necessary to successfully complete the project. The team member should have a minimum of a yellow belt to participate in the team. The team member attends all project meetings and takes tasks, completes action items throughout the project.
The process owner is the functional owner or the manager. They are the ones who are accountable for the specific process or department in the organization. The process owner helps the project team to identify current measures and to understand how the process currently works. The process owner is responsible for maintaining the improvement and for ensuring ongoing monitoring of the process.
Now take a few moments now to review the descriptions, as they are extremely important. In the table, in your workbook. At the top of each of the columns, identify whether the column is describing the responsibilities of the sponsor, the project leader, the team member, or the process owner.
A team is a small number of people, about 5 to 7, with complementary skills who are working toward a common purpose and goal. Without a common goal, it's just a group of people. A team will use a common approach for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. Process improvement teams must have the skills and knowledge to meet the project needs, an understanding of the process being improved. They must have diverse skills, for example, technical, analytical, interpersonal skills, and there should be representation from critical support functions. This would be functions such as systems, finance, HR, maintenance, for example.
Some teams have great success and others ride the struggle bus from the start to the end of the project. The greatest team success factors are working together to achieve a common goal, strong communication, leveraging individual expertise, diversity in skills, knowledge, experience is valued, strong team leadership, availability of appropriate resources, the ability to manage conflict, and leadership aligned and support.
In your workbook is a simple assessment. Consider a team that you participated in, either in the past or currently. Think about how that team functioned once they were established. So not at the very beginning when the team was just formed, but once the team got on a roll, and rate the team on these success factors. When you're done with the assessment, reflect on the purpose or goal of that team. How successful was the team at reaching the goal? Was it a painful slog, or was it exhilarating and rewarding? Take a few moments now and pause the video for this workbook activity.
Team members are those individuals who will work together on a project from the beginning through to the end. They have an understanding of the make and CI tools and can contribute to complete the necessary tasks. A team should be 5 to 7 people with the right skills to successfully improve the process. To support project sponsors and decision makers in selecting a team, we have created a simple template to ensure a balance of necessary skills. On the top of the team selection form, you will see the business case. This is automatically populated from the information that was entered on the project selection form. This means that any changes that need to be made to this field need to happen on the originating form.
As team members are considered for the project, their specific skills are assessed by the decision makers. The different skills and expertise are listed in the lower right as a guide. If a team member had successfully demonstrated that he or she has that particular skill, a check mark is placed in the corresponding boxes to indicate their expected contributions to the team. The important things to check are that we have a good balance of skills on the team, not too much or too little in any specific area. This checklist can be used by the sponsor to ensure that the team is balanced and set up for success. Selecting a strong and diverse team will help to create a type of passion for the work. That is a persistent, positive, and meaningful attitude which results in consistent and constructive work. When team skills are not balanced, the team can lack the passion or the heart for the work that they're assigned to, and there is significantly less likelihood of success, as they're more likely to miss deadlines and become unpredictable, or quit when they hit roadblocks or tensions.
Choosing the best functional expert or selecting individuals just based on bandwidth does not necessarily translate to performing well for a specific project. We have all probably been on a project with an unbalanced distribution of skills, and that can cause tension if there is too much emphasis on one skill set. For example, technical skills, and not enough consideration to how the whole team will gel together. In your workbooks, you will find the 1-point lesson for team selection. The key is to make sure the most appropriate people are selected to get the job done with enthusiasm and competence. The icon at the bottom left of the screen indicates that you'll need to have a team selection form for the skills demonstration portion of your certification. You can use your project or you can use an example to show that you understand the tool. If you complete these tools as they are introduced, you'll have your green belt portfolio of evidence all ready to go, and as you complete each module. Good luck.
Here, we'll revisit the successful teams model that was introduced in our Yellow Belt course. No matter what type of team you're on, a successful team shares several foundational components. And these components build upon each other, starting with the foundation of a shared vision. The vision is a longer-term, more aspirational picture of what the future will look like. If we are a team in an organization, the vision can equate to the long-term goals of the organization. This might be growth into new markets, becoming a leader in the industry, etc. A vision might sound soft and fluffy, but it's the ground floor of the foundation that gets us all moving in the same direction.
Francis Ford Coppola, the great movie director, was once asked, "What makes the difference between making a good movie and making a bad movie?" He said the key is getting everyone involved in making the same movie. And that's what the vision does for the team. It gets us all making the same movie. When the vision has been established and shared, we can move up a level to goals. Goals are specific and measurable results that, if achieved, will get us to the greater vision.
When goals have been established, the team can use those specific goals to establish and clarify their roles in order to achieve the goals. With the roles clarified, the team can establish their procedures of how work gets done. This includes practices in how we run meetings, our communication standards and practices, how we make decisions, resolve conflict, etc. If we have the layers of this pyramid solidly built, we will set ourselves up for good relationships within the team. You might notice that the DMAIC structure helps to set the team up for success. Even with the best structures in place, the team will evolve over time and will, with care, become a successful performing team. But they'll first have to go through the stages of team development.
So the project kickoff is the point where the project sponsor meets with a new team to set them up with a strong foundation, providing the critical information necessary for the team to hit the ground running. In your workbooks, there's a question. Imagine that you just found out that you were selected to be a part of a process improvement team at your organization. The sponsor is the manager of another department. All you know is that you need to show up to a meeting in a couple of days. What questions might the new team have for the sponsor?
The project kickoff is the point where the project sponsor meets with the new team to share key information about the project and also to set up how the sponsor will work with the team throughout the project. In this simple graphic, we'll illustrate 4 different levels of support that the sponsor will provide to the team. Regardless of the levels of support, the sponsor's basic role stays the same. He or she is responsible for clarifying the expectations from the organization. The sponsor owns the business case, which describes the broad issue or opportunity to the team, and the sponsor is also there to provide resources and remove roadblocks. However, depending on the complexity of the project, that's our vertical axis, and the experience of the team, the horizontal axis, the frequency and intensity of the support will adjust.
If the project is complex, for example, it's a complicated process, or it involves multiple functions, or it's a highly sensitive issue, and the team doesn't have much experience, then the sponsor will have to be very involved. The sponsor will provide a high degree of direction to the team and will participate in the decisions and actions of the team. The team will be closely directed and instructed. They will be frequently monitored and supported. The sponsor will define, plan, and prioritize tasks, and will teach and mentor along the way. As the team works through the project, the sponsor will participate and will provide frequent feedback. Hence, the sponsor is very, very important.
If the project is more simple in nature and the team is not very experienced, the sponsor will play more of a coaching role and will assist the team. She will still provide direction and will define, plan, and prioritize tasks. Providing a bit more teaching, the sponsor will explore the team's strengths and weaknesses and will ask questions to assist the team in solving their own problems. There will be more explaining, more clarifying, and redirecting, and there will be frequent feedback. And as any good coach does, the sponsor will encourage the team to continue through the difficult tasks. He'll provide reassurance and perspective that they are on track and they are making progress.
If we are in the high quadrant, the sponsor will observe and support the team, but will not take an active role in the tasks. The sponsor will be available to help, provide advice while monitoring. She'll essentially be the safety net. The sponsor will remove barriers and will facilitate self-reliant problem solving. When observing, he'll ask questions and actively listen to determine what the team needs. As a safety net, she'll provide encouragement to the team and will collaborate when they need their support.
For the experienced team with a low complexity project, the sponsor will delegate the project to the team and will trust that they'll complete the project successfully and that they'll ask for help if they need it. Delegation means that the sponsor is allowing and trusting the team to do the work. As project status meetings occur, the sponsor confirms that they're on track and the team is empowered to do what they need to do. The sponsor acknowledges the good work that the team is doing and makes sure to provide interesting and exciting challenges or opportunities to the team. Using this guide, the sponsor and the team can determine how often they will meet and the type of communication that will be best for their particular scenario. This brings us to our project kickoff template. This is the form that holds the information used to hand off the project from the sponsor to the team. It's designed to provide the team with all the available information about the project so that they have a strong and organized start. Essentially, the template covers the 5 W's of who, what, when, where, and why.
The sponsor is responsible for pulling the new team together for the official kickoff. And the more information that is provided, the stronger the kickoff and the greater the chances of success. Any missing information should become an action item to be quickly addressed so the team can move forward. As far as project moments go, the kickoff is a pretty big one. We can't overstate the importance of a project kickoff meeting. How the rest of your project unfolds will often depend on the clarity, the tone, and the expectations that are set here. If the kickoff meeting is done right, the rest of the road will be a lot smoother.
The business case is automatically populated from the project selection template. The business case gives you the rationale for why this project was selected and its importance to the organization. In the section labeled Why, the sponsor will indicate which key performance indicators are expected to be improved with this project. They'll have some idea, even at the earliest phase of the project, what KPIs should be affected. The KPI category is a drop-down field, and the options are productivity, quality, costs, delivery, that's timeliness, safety or security, and morale. PQCDSM. It's a good way to remember the major categories of performance metrics.
If the sponsor has a specific metric in mind, for example, if the category is delivery or timeliness, the specific metric might be cycle time from the time the prescription is dropped off at the pharmacy to the time the prescription is filled and ready for pickup. The next section is when, and it identifies when the sponsor expects a project to start and when it should end. These dates may flex, of course, as the team dives into the details of the project or as other competing demands present themselves. But it's important to clarify the expectations of the sponsor at this time and to keep it in mind as the team will make decisions about project scope. The next section on the form indicates where and who. Where describes the specific process of or function name, for example, sales or IT or operations. And there's a space to indicate a specific location or locations if applicable. The process owner is the person in the organization who is responsible for that process on a daily basis. For example, if the process is sales, the process owner is the sales director or sales manager. The process owner runs the process and will provide assistance and support to understand how the process works today.
The project sponsor is the owner of the project. The sponsor typically was involved in the project selection. The How section provides the parameters and expectations from the sponsor. It includes the expected project approach. The green cell indicates a drop-down, and the options are Rapid Improvement Event, or Kaizen Event, DMAIC Root Cause Analysis, Process Improvement, DMADV, that's Design or Redesign, Visual Performance Management, or Workplace Organization, 5S.
And the sponsor will indicate whether a budget is available for the project or not. The next cells prepare the team for the amount of time they are expected to spend on the project. Typically, green belts have a full-time job and are working on projects in addition to their other responsibilities. It's important for the team and the sponsor to align on the expectations so that the team can prepare appropriately and adjustments can be made if needed. The last two cells are about the sponsor and team and how they will work together. This should be tied to the level of sponsor support needed. The higher the complexity and lower the team experience, the more frequent and hands-on the support from the sponsor should be.
Agreed upon between the sponsor and team. Ready for the team to start the project. Enter the define phase. And here's your handy one-pager for the project kickoff template. The icon on the bottom of the left screen indicates that you'll need to have a completed project kickoff form for the skills demonstration portion of your certification. If you complete these tools as they're introduced, you'll have your Greenbelt portfolio of evidence all ready to go when you complete each module. And with that, we will conclude this chapter. Take a moment to review your notes and prepare for a quiz on Chapter 2, Team Selection and Project Kickoff.
It has been our sincere pleasure being with you through this part of the training, and we thank you for your dedication to creating a better workplace and an environment that you can truly enjoy.